Hello, this is Wakewolf. First, thank you for coming to watch this video. It wasn't easy for me to make this video because I don't like pointing at people. In this video, I'll explain from my perspective as a deaf furry. Before I start talking about this topic, here's a bit about me. I've been deaf since birth, and I've used American Sign Language, ASL, since I was a baby. I still use ASL as my primary language, and I'll use it in this video. Since I grew up, I've experienced discrimination and autism. The kinds of things many deaf people face. Eventually, I learned strategies for coping within a hearing world. Lately, I've noticed more people are listening to our voice, and I really appreciate that. I'm here to share my experience as a deaf furry in the fandom. The topic, as you can see in the title, is Don't Act Like Deaf. Yes, you heard that right. I've met people who pretend to be deaf. Most of the time when I encountered them, I said nothing and moved on, but it stuck with me. Growing up, I saw hearing people misuse the deaf card to get discounted entrance to attractions or avoid speeding tickets by pretending not to hear. Except people ignore others because they don't want to listen, and that's understandable. Even cats ignore you when you call them. We all tune out sometimes. The problem is when people fake being deaf to take advantage of systems, that's not okay. Since I joined the furry fandom, I've learned a lot about its culture and how it has changed over time. There are many things I love about the fandom. I remember my first fur con. I met silent fursuiters who didn't speak but used body language to perform. They expressed happiness, grumpiness, and other emotions through movement. Sometimes they used animal sounds. Body language is part of ASL and deaf culture. Silent fursuiters stayed in character. I love silent fursuiters. But if fursuiters who know ASL, they are the best. If you're a furry and you know ASL, you're great. What's not great is when hearing people outside of a fursuit decide to pretend to be deaf. I hate that behavior. I stopped talking to most of the people who did it. One time I went to a restaurant with a hearing fur. They decided to pretend to be deaf and texted me beforehand to say they would act that way. During we were ordering, they pointed at the menu and nodded when the waitress explained things. Even when they nod, as they understand what waitress said. While we were waiting for meals, we just looked at our phones and messaged each other through an instant messaging app. Because they didn't know ASL. That dinner was awkward. Eventually, I moved out of state and didn't see those people again. But I know I might encounter similar behavior in the future because some hearing people act this way. Fortunately, I've only met a few furry like that at conventions and online. I stopped talking to most of them and blocked some. I don't want to deal with autism. I'd rather people learn sign language, depending on where they live. For example, United Kingdom have British Sign Language, Denmark have Danish Sign Language, Germany have German Sign Language, and in here, USA have ASL. ASL is best than BSL. Sorry, Felix the fuck. Learning sign language shows real respect. It's much better than pretending to be deaf or mute when you're not. Hearing furries who know ASL and don't abuse the deaf card are good furs. Yeah, I love talking to them using ASL. I love talking to them using ASL. Okay, before the video ends, I want to say silent fursuiters can act mute and still be adorable, because that's part of their character. Furries who know sign language are awesome. You are awesome for watching this video. Just don't pretend to be deaf when it's unnecessary. That's all for now. I hope this video taught you something from my perspective as a deaf furry. Bye!